here comes an army by the Terran player going to this watchtower to secure it.
We do now see a new command center being built at the gold minerals. If he does capture these gold minerals, this will be a huge economic advantage.
Absolutely. Considering how few drones we have mining in either of these bases. Look, even his natural is not well saturated at all, and so this base will be absolutely phenomenal and push him ahead. He'll be able to build a lot more barracks and factories. We see these reactors going up very wide, seeing as he saw all those mutalisks. He thought, well, I need air support. But Jack isn't building SCVs right now here, and he's not building SCVs here either. Getting this second refinery up is very good. I don't know how I feel about this Viking. I don't think there's any possibility of broodlords at this time, so I don't see the point of that. However, there's a
I do believe the Viking is purely for that extra tank site. I believe that's the only reason you would have that Viking on.
That's very good. Here comes the TriMa's army coming in to do some damage, and all the banelings are coming in. It's going to destroy that tank. Jack needs to pull out. He doesn't have enough to take on this army. Mutalisks doing some damage. The banelings are going to come in and absolutely destroy the rest of his army. And oh wow, great positioning by TriMa. That was great, pulling the forces up from the front and having a few here just to draw Jack in and to think he has nothing. And now this command center is completely vulnerable, and the mutalisks are just going to be able to pick it off. He might as well just say, screw it and forget it. Running it back might be a good decision, it might not, but he needs to make sure he's on top of his macro, and he's building tons of marines, tons of marauders and tanks to take care of those banelings as well as those mutalisks. And here comes another engagement. The banelings are coming in, and oh my goodness, the banelings do so much damage, but not enough, as those siege tanks are able to destroy him in time, and he has to run away with his mutalisks, going up into the base, seeing if he can pick off a reactor, maybe a marine popping out. But oh, look at this turret right here by Jack, going to do some damage on the mutalisks, and oh, Jack's pushing out once again, thinking he can do some damage. And oh my gosh, there's another army at home, a lot of roaches. He knows that Terran is building a lot of marines, and being as he's Zerg, he can just flux back and forth between mutalisks and roaches, depending on what he thinks is best.
Absolutely. We are now seeing 2 upgrades on the Terran. We have infantry weapons level 1 and Stimpack. Stimpack is going to help immensely against running away from those banelings.
Absolutely, as well as killing those mutalisks, like stimming up and killing them. And here comes an engagement. The roaches are moving forward. He's pulling back. The tanks will do fire and attacking this army. One of the tanks go down, and the Viking is attacking some overlords, which is very nice. And you see, it's, oh my gosh, it's almost an even battle, but I think there are too many roaches for Jack to handle. He needs more marauders on the field, but like I said, that flux, he couldn't anticipate these roaches coming out. Another marauder coming in to save the day, as well as some of his marine buddies, and another tank. Oh, and he's going to be able to just barely hold this off, as well as push further. Very nice, sieging that back there. Not biting off more than he can chew.
It does appear that we have another 8 roaches in queue and another 6 zerglings. So he may be able to defend this mid-ground, which is extremely important. But once again, there are so many minerals in the air. Like, he needs to put down at least 2 or 3 more macro hatches to keep up with this Terran player.
Absolutely. I would say the same about the Terran player. He needs to build more buildings. He might even need to take some time to get Thors up, because he has so many minerals, and of course that would include getting more gas. He needs to have the second one saturated. The Thors will absorb the baneling damage as well as do a lot of damage to these mutalisks. They're coming up, and oh, here comes another Zergling Roach forced to pick off the rest of Jack's army. He's gonna take care of the tank, clean up the rest. He should probably push this Viking forward, scout around, maybe pick off some of these overlords to try to supply block. However, TriMa is not near being blocked at this moment. Once again, this command center is here at the gold base, not doing anything. He needs to maybe run this army up to protect it so he can start mining out of that base.
Absolutely. Both people over 2,000 minerals. However, the Zerg player is sitting at a mere 15 gas.
Once again, attacking the gold expansion. Jack having to run away. He didn't move his army forward to protect it, but now TriMa is going to go in and try to attack the army.
Attack is now researched, so he will catch up with the army.
Absolutely, and he'll be able to take it out. That's very nice, sending a decoy so he can at least save some units, or maybe that was just bad eye on the part of the roaches. And we can see another army, a huge army, is being built in his base at this time. Oversaturation here in the natural. So whereas on the main, he should probably just go ahead and take this expansion, seeing as this one is very vulnerable. this expansion being here for maybe 5, maybe even 10 minutes, not doing anything. It should be being mined. Hopefully, yes, units are coming out. He needs a queen here to spawn larva and saturate it.
I think the main issue here is that he just does not have the gas production to keep up with his army value.
Absolutely, he needs
to
geysers.
Saturate some of those geysers that are being completely unused.
Yeah, as well as take this expansion, take this expansion, take this expansion. You have 2,000 minerals, you need to start taking expansions, and very wisely moving this here, pulling some forces up front at the same time. Hopefully will distract TriMa to give him enough time to take this expansion. He also needs to put more buildings down. He needs some starports. He needs some factories. He needs some more barracks. Get more army. Oh, very nice. Coming up here to destroy this base. Not going to really do much, seeing as it's not being mined from, but it'll prevent 3 more larvae from being built and 3 more units from being built at the same time. Oh, he might even be able to pick off some of these mutalisks. Where is his army right now? I do not see TriMa's army. Oh, it's in his natural. Oh, we missed a drop. There was a drop here in the natural, and he had to hold it off. Very nice by Jack. Oh, but this army...
Good distraction.
Yeah, very good distraction. This Doom's army will come up and do a ton of damage to Jack's army. Just going to clean this up very nicely. Baneling's coming in right now. Going to deal the rest of the damage, and there goes the tank as well as the rest of the army. Sending another force up.
Now there is another... army up on the way, going to meet the Red Zerg's army. I do not believe the Red Zerg army will be big enough to defend against this.
Oh my goodness, he should have seized those tanks, but I don't think he had enough time. I don't know if he's going to be able to pick off these roaches. Looks like he just might be able to, but this Marauder is running away for some reason. And here are 2 Marines all alone in the middle of the battlefield, just barely taking this battle. With 1 Marine and 1 Marauder left, keeping his production up. TriMa is looking very scarce on units, building 10 roaches right now. And here's another drop, going to try to pick off this spire. Very nice. Now if he could run up and get this spawning pool as well as this roach warren, it'd be phenomenal. Lifts up. He's going to run away for another day. Oh no, he's going to drop again. See if he can pick off some more buildings. Or maybe not.
Looks like another fairly impressive army built by Jack. But I'm not sure exactly what TriMa has to do to counter that.
Absolutely, he needs to be building units, as we see that he's not doing right now. Only 2 roaches coming out at this time, and Jack, only 2 Marines and 3 Marauders. He should be building a ton of units. He has all these buildings and all this money. He should just be ranking out tanks.
I do see a fusion core, yes, a fusion core on the field.
Absolutely, maybe even to get some... maybe to get some battle cruisers. However, it doesn't have a starport. Oh, maybe down here. Yes. No, not building any starports. I actually think that's a wise decision. I don't think battle cruisers is the best in this situation.
That battle cruisers are most definitely effective against Hydralisks.
Hydralisks and Broodlords. Broodlords very nice against Broodlords, seeing as Broodlords can't attack up. Here comes another nice roach force. It's going to be too much for Jack to handle. It's just going to clean it up quite nicely, allowing TriMa to take this expansion again. Like I said, and like you said, there needs to be macro hatches. Throw down 4 macro hatches. You have enough money, you have enough gas. Just take the opportunity to get more larvae.
Now, it does look like Jack's 3rd base is flourishing quite well. He is actually saturating these minerals. Very nice play by Jack.
Absolutely, and he has these 3 barracks up with reactors. I think that's actually a poor decision. I think he should be getting the Marauders up, because look at how many roaches he has. 2-pronged attack, 1 coming here, the other one hopefully going to swing around, but he has all his tanks sieged and it's not going to do any damage. Oh, just getting eaten up by the tanks.
Very good decision. Very good decision to have those siege tanks up in siege at his base defending. But it does appear that there are some roaches. GG.
Yeah,
wow.
He just knew he couldn't do it. He saw that huge army and he just, GG is right there.
I'm TvZ.
Cadoink, hope you enjoyed the game. Comment below, like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we will see you next time.